Ladies and gentlemen and ladies. I've been staying away from a lot of topics as of late. I've been silent for the most part on this Connor McDavid contract situation. I'm still in the camp of he's signing a contract. It'll get done before this season, midway through the season, before the playoffs, after the season. I'm not worried about any of that. What I am concerned with is, how do I say this without me putting words into Mr. McDavid's mouth? I am worried that he's falling on his sword right now. Now, I don't know if you guys have watched the interviews that he's had. The 2024-2025, I'm an Oiler, after that, blank. We're all talking about it. Everybody is talking about Connor McDavid. Contract's not signed. Why isn't the contract signed? Connor McDavid. And there was something else that he said, allegedly, because I don't think he said it. I think this is Chris Johnson being Chris Johnson, a Toronto Maple Leaf twat. I said what I said. I don't think McDavid said the Oilers are an aging lineup, and that is part of the reason why he's not signing here. Because let's be real, let's be 100, let's be factual, if we may. The Oilers are getting younger, if you want to be very frank, and they're getting faster. They're getting better skilled. Tell me 2 or 3 contending teams that are cap compliant, that can contend this year, next year, year after, putting McDavid on that team where they don't trade away 5 guys to make it happen, where they don't sign their star players to bring McDavid in. Give me 3 rosters that can do what the Oilers can do, sign him, keep what they have, the core, and be contending year after year after year after year. Now, we're all talking about McDavid. What nobody is talking about, except for those that absolutely hate this player, and you know who you are in the Oilers mediaverse. I called you out on your BS before, and I will call you out on your BS again. I'm not going to name who you are, because every time I put your name out there, your followers seem to attack. And they do it behind me, because they won't do it to me. They run to you and they whine like little puppies. If you put 2 and 2 together, good for you, here's a cookie. Now, we're not talking about the bad Bouchard signing. No, we're not talking about Bouchard's recent extension. We are not talking about the fact that Stuart Skinner is still the starting goalie for the Edmonton Oilers. Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't care what you have feelings for the guy. He has gone back to back. He is a Calder finalist. He is an AHL champion. A WHL champion. You don't go WHL champion, AHL champion, Calder finalist rookie as a goalie, back-to-back Jack Cup finals, and be mid or bad. Is he elite? No. Is he great? There's potential there. But is he okay to good? Yes. Is he top 10 goalie right now? No, don't kid yourself. But you can't give me a goalie that's making what he's making and doing what he's doing at his price point. Name one. Name one goalie that's less than 3 that can give the Oilers a better chance to win. You can't. And if you think you can, I'll hear it out. I will flat out hear it out. Now, something McDavid said today in his interview kind of irked me. Kind of just, I'm slowly turning on this guy. I'm never going to hate McDavid. You know that I don't hate players while they're wearing our uniform. But I'm starting to think that this is all a ruse, and this is all a distraction to stop everybody from talking about the other things. Now, what he said, if you missed it, he said, I had a goal to score more goals. I did that, got that t-shirt. That's pretty much what he said. I wanted to hit a certain number in goals. I did that. And then recently I haven't been scoring much because my team has asked me not to. Your team has asked you to do other things. No, my friend. Pump the brakes right there, please. Just put a point in that. The team hasn't asked you to shoot less. The team has not asked you to be a playmaker more. The team did not ask you to go from a 50-goal season or whatever it was down to a 15, 20, 25-goal season. Team didn't ask you to do that. You did that on your own. You chose to be the playmaker. You chose to pass up shooting opportunities. Now, anybody with 2 feet, heartbeat, and 2 eyes knows why. You're injured. You were injured the majority of last year with an upper body injury. You were injured for part of the season 2 years ago with an upper body injury. No lie. Your wrist hurt. Your ribs hurt. Your shoulder's not okay. All reasons why you're not shooting. And I could go back and show you tape where you were in prime location to shoot on net and score. You passed the puck. So don't go into this thinking that you're going to say things and take jabs at certain people that are here, not here, and it's going to go unnoticed because you're calling McDavid the best player in the world. Now, do I fully think that there's a contract coming? Absolutely there is. It's not going to be the 8 like I thought it was for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, the cap space is jumping exponentially next year. I'm not just saying 1 milli, 2 milli, 3, 4, 8, 5. I'm saying it's going 10 million more. Year after that, 10 million more. Year after that, 10 million more. Over the next 5 years, if my mathematical equations are correct, the cap is going to jump up to at least $30 to $50 million in the next 5 years. From what it is today to that number 5 years from now. So if you're Connor McDavid and you want to be the highest paid player in the NHL, there's a guy in Minnesota that's kind of kiboshing you from doing that right now. You're going to sign the 4-year. You're going to sign the 20 mil. 4-year, 20 mil deal. It's going to handcuff the Oilers. Absolutely. But you know the cap is going to go up. So you're going to sign your 4-year deal, $20 million per year. That's $80 million. And then negotiate. I signed for 4 at 20. Now I can go to 7 at 32. You following along? You get it? You got it good? There's 2 more signings that are going to happen in the next week and a half. Wallman, he's going to get signed. Podkolzin is going to get signed. Now, Ekholm deal will get done as the season goes on, or January 1st, June to January next year, depending on how healthy he is during the season. If Ekholm stays healthy and does what Ekholm has done since he's been in the league and been an Oiler, I guarantee Ekholm is going to get 4 years at 5.5. Wallman is going to get a 5-year deal at 5.5. Podkolzin is going to get a 2-year deal at 3.25. And we're all going to be breathing at night because we're going to have Hyman locked, Hopkins locked, Draisaitl locked, Bouchard locked, Nurse locked, Ekholm locked, Wallman locked, McDavid locked. Savoy will be locked in. Howard will be locked in. Mangiapane will be locked in. Where else do you have this lineup that the Oilers have, and I'm going to call them all killers, for McDavid to play and win? Let's not forget that we will lose one of or both goalies this offseason. Now, if Stuart Skinner has lost weight, I've seen it. I applaud the guy for doing it. If he can find some sort of resemblance of form and speed, skating ability to go side to side, anticipate, and make those key saves, we will be hoisting a cup at the end of this year. And then McDavid will say, all right, you guys did exactly what I thought you were going to do. I won gold at the Olympics. I came home. We won the cup. I'm a gold medalist. I'm a cup winner. I'm a world junior winner. I'm a triple crown. Oh, and I also won the Ivan Holenka. So I'm a four gold. I'm a 4 winner. I'm willing to sign the deal now. You did what I thought you were going to do. Sorry I had to make this public and ugly, but I'm here to be an Oiler for life. Oilers don't win a cup. They don't improve where McDavid is. He walks. All right, let's play that devil's advocate. McDavid decides, you know what, Edmonton, you didn't do what I wanted you to do. You didn't do enough to make me happy, to make my camp happy, to make my agent happy, to make my dad happy, to make my mom happy, to make my wife happy, to make my dog happy. You didn't do enough. I wanted you to do this. You didn't do this. I'm walking. And no, you're not trading me at the trade deadline to get pretty pieces. I'm going to walk. All right. So now that's where the Oilers have to regroup, readdress, refigure. Draisaitl becomes the 1A. Hawkins becomes the 2C. Henrique or Phillip becomes the 3C. You see how this domino effect ladders up? Or you go out with that McDavid money, you go out and you get that top-notch number one goalie. Now you got a number one goalie. Because there's free agent goalies coming up next year that'll be available, and you got that 7, 8, 9, 10 million diddly. Right? You go out and get your top goalie. You go out and get a scoring winger for Draisaitl if you think that Hawkins is better suited at the 2C. Or you go out and get a stud 2C and you have Hawkins stay down at 3C. And you go out and get a stud defenseman. So you lose McDavid, absolutely it's going to be a kick to the nuts and everybody's going to blame management. But then you turn around and you make that money work to get 3 to 4 guys that will make the team as a whole better. I don't think losing McDavid is going to put you back into the decade of darkness, and I don't think it's going to make you drop off. Does it stop you from being bona fide, legitimate cup contenders year after year after year after year after year? Yes, but you're a perennial playoff team year after year after year after year after year after year after. You're still going to be in the playoffs. You're going to be in the mix. It's get to the dance and find out what happens. Will it be more Game 7s, nail biters at 1 o'clock in the morning because you got to get a goal? Yes. We're not going to cakewalk over teams like LA, Vegas, Dallas. We're not going to cakewalk over anybody anymore if we lose McDavid. So, all that said, all that happiness, day one of training camp was officially today. I don't take media day scrums and the health and well-being intakes and outtakes and the weigh-ins and how you feeling, how's your mother, how's the wife, how's the kids. I don't take all that as day one. On ice practice was day one. And I will tell you 3 things that I liked about it. Tomasak, he's a pure shooter. Savoy, a dog on bone, wants to prove himself to play top 6 minutes. Mangiapane, he's going to get back to that dog on bone type of player he was when he was in Calgary. That one guy that we hated to play against. He's going to find that. He lost it in Washington. He's going to find that. You're going to see him playing up in the top 6. We're not going to see Hyman until December. We're just not. His wrist, yes, he's skating, but he's not shooting. He's still, from what I've been told, he's still 3 to 4 weeks away from even shooting a puck. So, all that said and done, look out for exhibition games. They're going to have Howard with McDavid, Savoy with McDavid, Mangiapane with McDavid. Draisaitl is going to have those 3. Hawkins is going to have a Howard and Savoy on his line. Henrique may move up to the top. I'm just saying, welcome to hockey, folks. Sorry I haven't been around. Again, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. And for all you people that are just hating to hate, why? Skinner will be the number 1 goalie this year. Will he be here next year? That is entirely on him. From what I have been told by certain people, that is entirely on him. How he performs in the regular season, nay. How he performs in the playoffs will determine if he is an Oiler next year and years to come, or is he going to be an AHL guy or a backup goalie somewhere else. Everything is riding on the regular season and playoffs for this Oilers team. I can tell you 2 things are certain. This team is lighter, as in they are joking with each other a lot more than they have in the last 3 years. I think the pressure of McDavid saying what he said and Draisaitl saying what he said, cup or bust, it's got to be a cup, put a lot of added pressure and added weight on the group of players. It wasn't fun coming to the rink, and you've got to. I don't care if you're a 5-year-old mite or a 35-year-old grizzlied vet going to the rink. You've got to have fun playing a game we love. Because if you're not having fun, what the is the point? It's good to be back. Before I leave, I will show you a picture of the lineups. Not the lineups, but the invitees to camp. So you see Trent Friedrich, Yatmas, Robbie Avente, Rem Pitlick, Zach Hyman, who won't be available, Curtis Lazar, Matt Savoy, Hudson, pay attention to Quinn Hudson. Also pay attention to David Landowski, another huge forward. This is going to be a make-break year for Seth Griffith. It's going to be a make-or-break year for Seth. Petrov, another make-or-break. Noah Philp, another, you've got to take that step, man. You've got to take that step. Bless me. Like I said, we got Joseph Szymanski, David Tomasak, like I was mentioning, Adjumanapani, Vesali Podkolzin, Hopkins, McDavid. On the back end, watch out for this name and make this name well known. Riley Stillman, Bo Aki. This is Bo Aki's make or break. This is going to be, hey, what do you got, kid? What do you got? Of course, you got your goalies. You got Callum Picard, Unger, Johansson, Nathaniel Day, Stuart Skinner, and Matt Tompkins. You are going to see a lot of Unger, Johansson, Day in the exhibitions. I don't think you're going to see a lot of Picard or Skinner because you know what Picard and Skinner can do. You want to see what's coming next for next year and year after and year after. So, It's just my thoughts. Again, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. Thank you for being here and staying here. Exhibition game 1 on Saturday. We will be live. Live. I will also be debuting a shirt. I will be live on location for the Fan Day on the 20th, which is the Friday, I believe. So, yes. No, the Saturday. And then the Sunday is the game. So, Saturday, we'll be at the Fan Day. Schmoozing and floozing. So if anybody is there, come by, say hi. You know me, I won't be shy. Anyways, again, my name is Matt, OFR SZN Reaction. We'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.